You are a half-time assistant principal here, and you're split with Anna Maria Elementary School, which is, a very different elementary school in another part of the county. And you were involved with logistics of really helping this baseball curriculum get integrated into the school. Tell us a little bit about how that worked, and through your eyes, what the school learned by doing that.
Well, I attended the professional learning that with the teachers. I was involved with them and learned right alongside them. And then it became difficult to make sure that we scheduled Shelley coming into their classrooms and that all the projects were done on time. And so that was my part in it. Seems like every time we got something going, then I'd leave, but I was communicating, through emails and through, conversations with Shelley at night and during the day and all the time. So that was my part, was just making sure that teachers had all the resources and the things that they needed. They knew when deadlines were coming up. We had to make sure all the baseball tickets got out, so that when they did get to go to the baseball game, that those were available to them. That was really my whole big part of it. But I think what the kids got out of it was just something different. They just got to do something that they didn't, normally get to do, and so they got to, go to the library was a huge, huge thing for them. Something different. They got a library card. They got to go to the baseball game, and we got to see how excited they were when they got to do that. So my part was really just making sure that everybody had everything they needed, and just being the contact person for the whole project.
You all are working so hard to raise the grade level reading here, and talk a little bit about some of the initiatives at the school and using parts of the new curriculum as a way, and using your basics too, about how you all are doing that.
Well, there's a curriculum from the county and the state standards that we're all bound to, and the teachers are very aware of that, and there is a sense of urgency just working at Rogers. So everybody's very aware and very on top of that. The teachers are very cognizant of how they have to follow those curriculums, and then adding on the baseball. We did that at the end of the year so that they didn't have the testing on top of on top of that. So we did it at a time when they could just take it and kind of incorporate it into the curriculum that they were already using, and that's the training that they went through. How could we incorporate all of this in and make this happen? That was a challenge, but we found creative ways to do that, and we found times and little bits and snippets of time where we could bring it in, and we had to be creative. That's why they got to learn baseball and PE and learn the rules.
Tell us about how writing came in for the reading component too.
Well, our focus, one of the goals that Latrina and I had set was that we were going to work on writing and that we were going to move writing. And so we knew in 3, 4, 5 how we were going to do that. But we also knew that we had to bring K1 and 2 into that. That we had to have them writing because that had to follow them. So the projects that Shelley brought to us had writing components in them. So they made scorecards, they did booklets, they did, bringing themselves into stories, and the teachers modeled those kinds of things with them. So that's how we brought in the writing. That was really a huge focus, that everything that we were going to do was going to have some part of writing attached to it. And so that's how, we made sure that, and we knew if we did that, then we were meeting the standards that, we were bound to by the state.